our Dermalogica Pro 60s, but finishing up our Pro 30s. So we're gonna go partially over the training menu that I put online last night. Did you guys look through all that stuff? It was a lot. But I mean, most of it's from your sin gauge, so it's not anything new. I'm just reposting it. Okay, so let's see.
At 8 p.m.
Who? Oh, that same person?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you can pull it up on Google Classroom. And then those of you that are online, you're able to see it on the screen, or you can also follow along in Google Classroom. But this is, this is the protocol for your Pro 30s and Pro 60s that you're going to use around, not around, but you're going to use, oh, I'll just look off this one, that you're going to use for your treatment. So whether you're doing a back treatment, a microdermabrasion, a chemical pill, high frequency, whatever the case may be, you're still going to use these same steps, but you may alter the product and the device. So, Pro 60 at a glance, the ultimate treatment, the ultimate treatment different every time. What is a Pro 60? It's a personalized 60-minute Dermalogica treatment that takes the client on the ultimate journey to their healthiest looking skin. So like I mentioned before, they have taken the general European facial and they've put it into modules. So it's the same thing as a European facial, they've just modularized it. And by doing so, they've given those modules different names. So the first module is our deep cleansing. And in that, we're doing 3 separate steps that we're going to talk about. You take off all the makeup, you do the skin analysis, which is Dermalogica's face mapping, which we'll get into next week. And then you do your prescribed cleanser. And then you go into your exfoliation, then you do your extractions if need be, followed by the massage, the mask, and then hydration or moisturizing. Why your clients need it? This service is ideal for clients who are not in a rush and want a comprehensive, customized experience that addresses all their skin concerns. So yesterday, I gave you guys several assignments, but one of the assignments was to read Chapter 12. So reading those pages in Chapter 12 are going to help you understand skin types, and then from there, you'll be able to understand skin conditions. Okay, how it works, each treatment starts with Dermalogica double cleanse and face mapping. So same thing, writing the exact same thing that's going to be on your module. This also is on your little 3-ring notebook. If you don't have one of these, I can get you one. But when you're doing your facials, have this with you because it's the same thing that we're going over. It's the same thing on your manual. It's just smaller. So that way, if you have a question, oh, what product can I use? What's the next module? What's the next step? Bam, it's right there. Module 1, no matter what, is always going to be your double cleanse. Your double cleanse consists of 3 steps. Oh man, I don't have good markers here. Your 3 steps are there we go. Pre-cleanse, yeah, right now. None of these markers are working. Just remove makeup. It also can help hydrate. The skin and prep the skin for the prescribed, in Dermalogica's words, cleanser. Next, you have your face mapping. White and black, forget it. Try to color coordinate. Your face mapping. This is the same thing as skin analysis. Skin analysis is titled, your chapter 12 in your book is titled Skin Analysis. Skin analysis is where you are analyzing the skin to determine if the client needs extractions. So extractions is also one of your modules that you could do completely as opposed to a Pro 60 if you cut that out. Okay, so you're going to determine extractions. You're also going to determine the prescribed cleanser. What the pre-cleanse helps with. The prescribed cleanser is going to be the cleanser that is for your client's skin type. So again, when you read chapter 12, those pages, you will understand the 4 different skin types. And from there, you'll start to understand some of the products. So we've been using special cleansing gel. We know that that is good for all skin types. So oily skin can be skin. If the skin is dry, it can be used. If the skin is combination, if it's normal. Anytime it says all skin types, that means that it can be used on anyone. It's not specific to a certain one. So during your face mapping, you're going to determine if your client needs extractions, right? Because extractions is our 3rd module. You're also going to determine the prescribed cleanser. The prescribed cleanser is going to be for your client's skin type and skin condition. So conditions can come from the skin type. For example, if someone has oily skin, they can have excessive amounts of oil. Do you remember what that's called, Coco? If someone has excessive amounts of oil, it's a disorder of the sebaceous gland. Do you remember what that's called? Starts with an S, ends in an A.
Saba.
Yeah.
Saba. I know it.
What's the last one?
Seborrhea.
So your face mapping is going to determine extractions. It's going to determine your prescribed treatment, and it's also going to determine future. I'm in the room again. Sorry, I should have did my my little chart. Then you guys would have had better things. I did future treatments, as well as the rest of the treatment that you're going to do that day. So let me say recommended treatments as opposed to future treatment. Treatments. And then it's also going to determine the treatment that you're doing that day. You're also going to be looking for any products that you can recommend. So when we did our consultation, that's when we found out, are they using a cleanser? Are they using a moisturizer? Well, if they're not, during the skin analysis, when you're analyzing the skin, going over it with your mask lamp, you're gonna say, maybe they have breakout somewhere. Okay, well, they may be a good candidate for a certain cleanser or a certain mask. So not only will you recommend treatments, you'll also recommend home care products / regimen. So when you do the skin analysis, and we haven't been doing this, so we're really gonna break it down next week, but when you do it and you're looking at it, okay, they don't need extraction, but I think they'd really benefit from, I don't know, what other cleansers do you guys have in your kit? Besides the special cleanser.
That's all we need.
No, you got more cleansers than that, didn't you?
Pre-cleanse special cleansing gel.
You didn't get the anything for like the purple line, sensitive skin? I thought you guys got a purple one.
Age Smart Pure Moisturizer.
Oh, you didn't get the skin resurfacing cleanser? Let's use that one. So maybe you see that they need the skin resurfacing cleanser, which is from the Age Smart line, or resurfacing cleanser, because their skin's a little bit more mature. Or maybe they have some fine lines and wrinkles going on. So this would be the perfect time, kind of going back, talking about the products, right? The 5 SA products, when you're researching your products, really look at whose skin it's for and the benefits of it. When you read chapter 12, you get the background of the skin types, and then you can kind of revert back to, okay, well, I know that this particular cleanser is good for mature skin. I'm going to recommend this cleanser for my clients today. So it kind of all goes hand in hand, doing the project, reading the text, and then actually practicing it. Your third, and I ran out of room, and final step for your double cleanse is going to be your actual prescribed cleanser. Or you can call it treatment cleanser, or you can call it the second cleanse. So this is what is going to help with skin type. So again, you'll always start with module 1. Module 1 will always be the double cleanse. The only thing, unless they have an allergy to any of the ingredients in the pre-cleanse, that you're going to be changing in this module is going to be the prescribed cleanser, because you're not going to be using the same cleanser on different skin types, unless it's an all-purpose cleanser like the special cleansing gel. All right. We're supposed to do this PowerPoint. Okay. The second module is what? What's our second module? Be right back. Grab some spray. Do you know what our second module is? So if we are resurfacing our client, what does that mean? What are we doing? What does resurface mean? What do you do when you resurface something? You do what? What's another word for that? Exfoliate. So in dermalogica terms, they call it resurfacing. And what is the product that we have been using this week to resurface in our Pro 30s? Daily microfoliant. Daily microfoliant is also an all-purpose resurfacer. So you can use it on most skin types, again, unless they have like some allergy or something. It's gonna bother me. Not really. I'll make it work. All right. Good enough. Okay. So our second module is resurfacing. And we said that is going to be when we exfoliate. Not having luck today. Exfoliate. So this is where we remove dead skin cells. Prep the skin for extractions. Smooth the texture of the skin. And in some cases, what's the word? Help with minor breakouts. Sometimes your clients may come in and they have like a pimple or two, and then they leave and it's gone. From the steam opening up the pore, if you did extractions, or even if you did a light resurfacing, sometimes it's super superficial that the exfoliation can unroof that lesion and allow it to come out, and then they leave and it's all good. So our first module, we did our double cleanse. We had 3 steps. We did our pre-cleanse, did our skin analysis, and then we did our prescribed cleanser. Also, from our skin analysis, we said that we can determine the rest of the treatment. So this is where you'll determine, okay, do I use daily microfoliant? Am I going to use my accelerator 35? Am I going to mix the two together to make it a little bit more potent? And you'll know if you can do that based off skin types. All right. Our third module is what? What's module 3? So we've cleansed the skin, we've exfoliated the skin. Now what are we gonna do? Extractions, right? Because if we remember, this preps the skin for extractions. So module 3 is going to be extractions. Again, when will you determine if you're going to extract your client? During which module? Yeah, 1. Say it with confidence. I don't understand what happened to these markers. All right. Use them. This one's decent. Okay, so during our third module, which is our extractions, this is going to be the removal of unwanted lesions. So those of you that have been here, lesions can be pimples, pustules, milia, all sorts of kinds of different ones. But this is where we're going in and removing excess oil from the skin, removing unwanted lesions, removing anything that we can within our scope of licensure from the skin. So this is also where you can say that. Okay, so this is the removal of unwanted lesions. There's technically 3 methods for extracting. There's hands. This is where you're using your finger to lightly extract debris out of the skin. Method 2 is going to be an extractor. This is a metal, reusable tool that you basically rake across the lesion to get it out. Did you guys get extractors in your kit? I can't remember. No. Okay, you didn't. Okay. And then the third, the third method would be Q-tips. So you guys know the big Q-tips at like the doctor's office, the big huge ones, like that they would take samples with. Yeah, you can use those to extract. It's the same way that you use your fingers, except you're using Q-tips. And last but not least is going to be the handheld BT Micro. So, we found ours. Dermalogica calls it a BT micro. Other companies have different names for it. The one that we have at the school is called a skin scraper. So you can use this as well to get extractions out of the skin by putting it at an angle and basically just working it up. And the vibrations within this little nanotechnology kind of oscillate and loosen up the debris, especially if you're using steam, and of course you resurface. And you'll notice that you won't have to use your hands and extract with a Q-tip. The machine does it for you. So this is another method. This is the latest technology for extraction.
What is that called?
Skin scrubber, BT micro. Dermalogica calls it a BT micro. That's their version of it. This is an off version. It's called a skin scrubber. So there's different names for it. Or skin resurfacer. There's different names for it. Okay, so your module 3 is going to be extractions. This is the removal of unwanted lesions. 4 methods. Fingers, use your fingers to lightly extract. Use your actual metal tool extractor. Q-tips are handheld, BT micro, or skin scrubber. All right. So what's our module 3? What's our module 4? Do we know? Yes. And what is touch therapy? Yes. There it is. Put the bad ones away. No, I can't today. All right, this is touch therapy. Touch therapy in European terms is the massage. This is where you're going to be doing your healing through your hands, if you will. There's really great benefits for massage. This is where you can relieve stress within your client. This is also a good place to see how the exfoliant, extractions, and the cleanser have changed the texture in the skin. So when you're rubbing your hands over your client's face, they should have a different texture from when you first started the cleanse. The facial till now, because you should have hydrated the skin, exfoliated, prepped it through steam, all that good stuff. Also, during this point, you're able to kind of, what do I want to say, influence or change your client's breathing. When you guys are getting a massage or giving a massage, do you see a change in your client's body language? Yes, no, those of you that have been. You guys don't look sure. You're like, I don't know.
I do.
Okay, so what do you see?
I see basically Charlotte on the table, and like all of us, I guess we have a tendency to like not let our bodies like kind of like fall, like loose. So like 10 minutes into the facial, you'll kind of see like your body just start to like fall, their shoulders will fall.
So what's that called?
Like a texting this relaxation.
Yes. I was waiting for the word. Okay, one of the most important
Ashley?
Yes.
Sharice asked if you could let her in. She's been waiting for a while, she said.
I don't see her on the screen.
Oh, I'm not sure what she keeps sending me a message to let her in. She's been waiting since 10, she said.
All right, well, I don't know. I sent her a message. I don't see her on the screen, so I'm going to continue on.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me know. All right, so touch therapy, one of the most memorable parts of the skin treatment is the massage, which can help lower stress, stimulate lymph flow, improve circulation, and alleviate pain. Dermalogica's exclusive touch therapy techniques allow you to incorporate massage therapy, acupuncture, or lymphatic drainage to help eliminate toxins and relax tissues in the skin. This 10-minute version, these 10-minute versions are great for clients who need more relaxation and include multiple skin benefits. So what else could we add to massage therapy? That's not up there. Stress, texture of skin, relaxation. What else can it help with? I just read it. What is it? Did y'all get any of that? So when you get a massage, what can that help with? Like, what do people go to massages for?
Knots.
Okay, so what's that? Yes, knots is going to be stress, but pain. And then what else? One major one.
I see it like massages all the time. I don't know why I can't think of like why.
Because it's arthritis.
Doesn't it do something to your nerves?
That would be stressing. I mean, it stimulates. So.
Do you eliminate toxins?
Yes.
Oh, look at you.
Let's make sure I spell that right. And then gets rid of toxins. Toxins. So, when we are touching our clients during this 10-minute module, we have the ability to help relieve stress, help alleviate pain, should feel a change in the texture of their skin, relax them, stimulate nerve endings. When we stimulation can have your hormones go into effect. It can change circulation, which is another thing that occurs with massage. And then, of course, getting rid of toxins, meaning you're detoxifying the body. I get massages twice a month. My first massage is my regular massage, and then my second massage is cupping, because I injured my leg last year and I'm still trying to heal it. But you have the ability to do all of those things, and well, maybe not all of them, but some of those things in the 10 minutes that you have. Granted, if maybe they didn't need extractions, and you want to do a little bit more massage, that's fine. Or they didn't need extractions and you want to do a little bit longer mask, that's fine. Because not everybody's going to need extractions. But most people want some type of massage.
Do you ever, like, you know how you're saying you can spend less time on extractions if they don't need it? Can you spend more time on extractions if they have like a lot?
You can only spend more time on extractions if they if the skin hasn't closed up. So they give the 10 minutes because if the steam ran out, excuse me, after about 10 minutes the skin starts to close up. So even if something like wants to come out, if they have like smaller pores, especially people with drier skins that typically have smaller pores, it's going to be harder to get out. So the rule, if you will, is no longer than 10 minutes after the steam has stopped.
Okay. Same with the scales already.
What do you mean?
Last 10 minutes too, right?
Well, if the skin doesn't absorb it, because a lot of times I feel like the skin absorbs it. It's sitting on there, but it's also absorbing it, because when it absorbs it, that's what helps kind of allow the debris in the skin to be released. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Module 5 is what? Deep treatment? Yes. And what is deep treatment? So your deep treatment can be the masking section. It can also be where you use machines. Or chemical. Well, nah, I'll take that off of there. I think that can be confusing. So we'll just say mask and machines for now. So this is Dermalogica's 5th module, deep treatment. This is typically on a regular Pro 30 or Pro 60, the deep treatment is just going to be a mask. Unless you know they have a whole bunch of breakouts and they came in, you did a Pro 30, you did your, that module 1's gone. You did your module 1, you did your extractions, and then you decided that they needed like high frequency or something like that to kind of sterilize the follicle. When we go over facial machines, you guys will understand a little bit more. But this is where you typically do the masking section and our machines. This section can also be pretty stimulating to the skin. This is where we are changing the skin. So we've been prepping it the whole time, right? We're changing it with the resurfacing, getting off all the debris. We prepped it with our cleanser. If they had any extractions, we got that out. Then we made them feel all warm and fuzzy with our massage. And now we're actually going to treat the skin. So this is where you can really customize things. I mean, you've been customizing it the whole time, but maybe you want to use 2 masks. So you guys get base masks in your kit. So maybe you want to do a colloidal mask first, and then go back, and that's why I said like chemical peel, and do like your accelerator 35 or that resurfacing little tube that you guys got in there. So you would be doing a deep treatment, but sometimes you're doing like multiple things. Or maybe you want to do what's something else? Microdermabrasion. You know, you could put that in this particular area or whatever. So there's lots of different things that you can do in the deep treatment. This portion of the treatment should be dedicated to intensively targeting your client-specific skin concerns and conditions. So we learn what their concerns are in the consultation. We see what their conditions are during the skin analysis, which can range from dehydration and sensitivity to signs of premature aging and acne. Now that the skin has been thoroughly cleansed and prepped, it is ready to allow optimal penetration of whichever targeted treatment you choose to apply from an ion active serums and professional masks. So I know you guys get the colloidal mask in it. What other mask do you get in your kit? Or you get the conductive mask. What other masks? I say those are the same. They're different, but I say they're the same. What else? Is that it?
Yeah, you get the conductive and then soft gel.
For texture.
Yeah.
Oh, you can get another mask? Oh, I thought you guys got 2 masks.
That clear, not clear, that blue gel one.
That's the conductive.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's the only one.
Well, we have back bar here, so we talk about that a little bit. Okay, so this is going to be the targeted treatment. For your clients' skin care concern. This is also, even though you do your dermal layering at the end, this is also a step where you can layer products. So say you may do a face mask and then you do another mask on top of it. I know you guys have seen like those sheet masks. So you could put like a sheet mask on, and then if you have like LED, that's where your machine would come in. So you're doing a deep treatment, but you're doing multiple treatments in one. I love using LED therapy. It's really great. It actually helps with aches and pains. It restores tissues. It helps with hyperpigmentation. LED is great. They have them in the mask. We have the big like little dome thing back there that we'll use when we go over facial machines. But this is also a place where you can layer products. And I'll put devices. All right. And then last but not least, over here in the corner, what's our last module? What's module 6? Yes. And what does that mean? Mm-hmm. Or this is also known as the hydrating or moisturizing section. Oh, just can't write today, guys. I'm sorry. Moisturizer. Next time I'll do my chart. So this is where we're going to balance back out the pH. This is also where we can use serums. You can use serums in this one too. So another deep treatment would be your serum, your mask, and then doing like LED therapy on top of it. That's one of my favorite things to do. This is also where you do your serums, your customized or targeted moisturizer, Awesome. And then they're gonna do sunscreen, or if it's like nighttime, you're gonna do a night cream. What is a night cream? So it's your moisturizer for night.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I add this, you don't have to do this, but it's nice to do a lip balm and an eye cream. When I was in school, this is what we were taught. This kind of finishes out the whole facial. So we have some lip stuff back there. Dermalogica does carry a couple of lip products, but that way you didn't do their whole face and their lips are crusty, right? Or you didn't do their whole face and they're going out and their eyes are puffy or saggy, because we can only put the product so far so we don't, cause any issues. So that's going to be our module 6. In Dermalogica terms, it's dermal layering. They call it layering because you're putting on layers of things. So from serums to ampules to concentrates to the sunscreen to the actual moisturizer that your client may need. Every treatment should end with this module, whether you're doing a Pro 30, 60 chemical peel, microdermabrasion, back treatment, which prepares your client to leave with their healthiest looking skin and our signature Dermalogica glow. Now is the time to apply and layer any finishing products that should remain on the client's skin for the rest of the day. This includes products to prescribe or sample to your client as a part of their fit mapping and take-home skin fitness plan. All right, so what's module 1?
Or just cleanser. Double cleanse.
Thank you. And what do you, what are the 3 steps in module 1?
Cleanse, face map, and then the second cleanse.
Okay, and what is another name for the second cleanser?
Prescribed cleanser.
And why is it called a prescribed cleanser?
Because it's for skin condition.
Yes. So can you use any type or any module in a Pro 30? Yes, no, maybe so.
What do you mean by that?
Can you use any 6 of the modules in a Pro 30?
You have to do a double cleanse.
Okay. So yes or no?
No.
Why?
Because the Pro 60 actually I use.
No, Pro 30.
Well, like you can't do extractions if you don't prep the skin for extractions.
But you can prep the skin with your cleanser if you do daily microneedling in your cleanser, because you're exfoliating cleansing at the same time, so you can still do it. So again, can you do all modules in Pro 30?
So, is this a trick question? I'm like, you got lost now.
So if you guys remember, your module 30 is going to be what?
I thought you just said it could be anything.
Double cleanse.
So basically, it could be anything as long as you start with double cleanse.
I didn't read that. Sorry. Thermal layering. And then you choose what this is based off of their skin. I just don't understand. Like, why none of these words? Kind of cool though. Looks like a different effect. So this can be any of the other modules for a Pro 30. For a Pro 60.
So is the answer yes or no to your question? I still don't know.
You tell me.
No,
Why?
because you can only pick one. right?
Yeah. You can only pick one.
Okay, I thought I was going crazy. Wait, am I just not getting that?
What did I miss? Oh, I didn't. So you're always going to do this, and you're always going to do this, but then you can choose out of these three what you're going to put here. We did the double cleanse, we did the dermal layering, and then I just chose for this particular Pro 30 to do the resurfacing. You're also going to interchange products. So you'll always use pre-cleanse. Treatment. And here you'll do your skin analysis. Certain things will never change. I can't write that. Certain things will never change. You'll always do your pre-cleanse, you'll always do your skin analysis, and then this will be what you change. But even if you're doing a Pro 60 or a Pro 30, these two things stay the same, this will change. Resurfacing, you can change the product. Daily microfoliant, you can do Accelerator 35. Is that all you guys got? Is there anything else, Coco?
And yeah, we got that little tube of the vitamin.
Oh yeah,
Multivitamin.
Power. Your touch therapy is going to be you massage, I think it's cream to oil. So it starts out as a cream and then it turns to oil. That will stay the same again unless they have like an allergy. And then your deep treatment is going to be masks, machines, and then your dermal layering is going to be like your active moist. I think that's all you guys got, right? I don't think you got anything else. Active moist. And then you change it according to the skin types. I hope that makes sense. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Does it make sense? Is it confusing?
No, I was just confused about the Pro 30.
Okay. So we'll have practice our Pro 30s. Next week we'll practice our Pro 60s. You also have a practical assignment on your practical requirement sheet over a Pro 60 module that we'll go over next week. You guys already have a lot. And I don't want to see information overload. So now we're going to take a quick break, and those of you two are going to do your Pro 30s on YouTube.
So when would you recommend a Pro 30? Like I would always just recommend Pro 60.
Well, Pro 30s are like mini facials. So if your client doesn't have enough time, or maybe you're trying to squeeze them in, Was this it the whole time? Anyway, I was like, where is my marker? I didn't know where it was. What was I saying? So a Pro 30 is kind of like a mini facial or an express facial. So
like, what other services would you do to where you'd be like, oh, let me give you a Pro 30 facial?
If you just want to do a quick targeted facial, like if they are coming in like, man, I had a really bad breakout. I just want some extractions, or I just want a quick microderm, or I just want a quick chemical peel. You could do it then, because you can technically do a chemical peel as a deep treatment.
Yeah.
Or as exfoliation. I know, that's why I took it down, because I was like, it's too much. Okay, so those of you that are online, we're going to take about a 5-minute break, and they're going to go set up, and then them doing Pro 30s will be recorded as well, and then that will be class for today.
I have a question. So you were just saying how like say like a client doesn't have time, or like they're looking for one thing. If I were to go in and
Thank you.
like my skin's super red and I wanted like a chemical peel or something.
No, I'm not gonna put heat to heat.
So you just said you could do a chemical peel for a deep treatment.
Mm-hmm.
So if I went in for a Pro 60, you would do all that and then give me you would do the exfoliant extractions, all that, and then give me my chemical peel, and then.
So chemical peel is its own entity, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Chemical peels are a part of resurfacing. However, don't, that's why I took that down. Don't worry about it being deep treatment.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think it's going to confuse you. But chemical peels are a resurfacing way. When we get more advanced and you have like the basics down, then you'll understand that you can interchange things.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna have you two set up. I'll walk you through it. Give me just a second. All right. Okay, everybody. Tanya, are you unknown?
Yes, ma'am.
Shay, Sean, Sharice, got you, Princella, Toya, I got Kayla, got Catherine, got you, Dominique, Christina, Andrea, and Alexis. Okay, cool. All right, ladies, so we're gonna take like a 5-minute break while I get them prepped, and then they're gonna do their Pro 30s, and then I'll be class today. There'll be a recording because I remembered of this and of them doing their Pro 30s, of course, with all the notes and all that jazz. All right.